Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I'm working on the junk journal, Junk Mail Friday, and I found this tag in my little stash of stuff, and I thought it was kind of cool because it has this little opening here on this the circle opening, and then the tag that goes along with it. So I thought I could redecorate this somehow, but I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it if I do that. Like if I put an eyelet, I could put an eyelet in some places where there's not a pocket. For instance, here, this is not a pocket behind it. So I don't know if that's something I should do, or maybe just make a pocket and use these to go in it, like something like that. That might work better. Well, anyway, we'll decide that. But in the meantime, I think I showed you last week what I was doing last Friday. I had added this piece on here, and just to give it some interest, I did like a pamphlet stitch just on this little piece of card, and then I glued this side down, and then this side I left open to put a journal card in there. And I didn't cover it yet, but that's my plan, to do that. And then over here, I kind of want to do an altar paper clip here because you know, it won't stay down flat. I put this on here so it would have a place to open where people would know that this is the opening. And I had to be very careful because I had to keep cutting it down because it wouldn't fit in the crease there. So, and then we did this one on camera, and yeah, this one turned out so nice, but I haven't done any more decorating to it. But I think that was kind of cool. So I think we'll just work on this little tag here and see what I can get out of it. I have these other ones too, but they're just, you know, they're just circles. Those are test circles. Wanted to see which size fit in that the best. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Crafty Cat, the 50 stack challenge, somebody's gonna come up with using clothing tags that we're gonna use in that. I don't know, maybe they won't, but I feel like they would. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off because where did I take that off of? Must have been another tag that I had. Anyway, I'm gonna take this off. Well, I was gonna say I could wrap paper around that and use it as it is. But I was gonna take it, and I found this other old tag that I was gonna use instead. Okay, well, I'm just going to take this one off, I think, and use that gold color one. But I could have, you know, just wrapped like some paper around that, and that would have been cute. But I think I'm going to use that. Okay. So, let's find something. I think I would put this paper on the back here, because it's lined, and I think that would look good back there. I'm trying to see if I had anything more. I could put just some of the scrapbook paper behind it for writing. I don't know. It's kind of a weird color. It's kind of a pink color. And I didn't put any paper bag in here. I mean the wrapping, you know, the, I don't know. All right, sorry, I don't mean to start digging through everything. All right, I'm just gonna cut this out. Let me just kind of mark around it, and I'll know where to cut it. So I hope everybody's doing well and the weather is good for you. I had a tickle in my throat and I didn't bring any water in. So Toby's food, because the roosters get it every day. I mean, I'm feeding them, and I've talked to the guy about it. You know, he's going to take care of it, but he doesn't. And so now I found this like clear basket thing. I guess it doesn't matter which is the front and the back. So when I go out in the morning to feed him, he eats, and then I usually walk around the house a little bit outside and see what's going on with anything. And he's still eating, and then he'll stop and find me and just walk around with me. And so he wants the company, I guess. So I decided this morning that I have this plastic, you know, like a plastic band thing, and it's like clear. And I watched him eat, and then when he left eating, he doesn't like to eat all at once. I'm pretty sure he likes to dabble in it throughout the day. And I even tried to get him to come in the house and eat. And I think you heard my story where I came in here. He was, because his where I feed him is right outside my craft door there. And he was climbing up the screen door. And so that didn't quite work. So he didn't want to be in here. Still will not, if I open the door, he doesn't come anywhere near it. Except when I want to feed him, and then he won't get out of the way, so I can open the door. But I put that plastic container over his food, so I let him eat, and then I put the container over the food. The scissors aren't working too well. So I guess that's working out for him. And then I'll just keep an eye on him, and when I see that he's, you know, standing right by my door, I'll know that he wants to eat, and then I'll let him eat more. Okay, let's see. We're going to cover this one. This one I want to put something probably in the back so that it will show. And this thing here, you can't put a hole punch in there. So I'm going to probably have to maybe cover it, the whole thing, and then cut in X's or whatever and see if I can fold it back. So let's see, on this one here, I wanted a flower. I kind of wanted one that would show through the hole, but these are all too big. but I like this paper. This is from 1948 through 1958. It was published. And I don't know, I'm sorry. I don't know if that book is still around. I thought I could just do just sort of a black and white floral background. I guess that's not 2 pages. I don't know. When I get this cut, it's going to be a lot smaller. Choose one of these. Yeah, let's use this part here. Am I in camera? Not really. Almost all the good stuff is out of this book. I really liked it when I found it. It looks like somebody was tracing and trying to draw some of the flowers in here. I thought that was cool. Wasn't me. That was a whole 10 cents. Okay, let's see. Oops, I hope I got enough. Okay, I think I'm just going to glue it on. And my friend, I called her by mistake. It was kind of funny. I heard somebody saying, hello, hello, and I couldn't figure out who it was because I didn't call anybody. So I thought, well, maybe my phone just didn't ring and somebody is calling me. So I got on I turned the volume on, or the speaker on my phone, and I said, and it showed that it was my friend Christine. I said, did I call you or did you call me? And she goes, you called me. I said, well, I think I called you from my elbow because I was on the computer looking at paint swatches because my house is going to be painted Monday or Tuesday. They're going to start. And so anyway, we got to talking, of course, instead of just hanging up and back to work, back to journal making. And then she says, I'm cleaning house. Is there anything you want? And I said, well, what do you have? And she said, well, I have all kinds of things. And then she sent me a picture of like a couple of things from Temu. And I told her, I said, well, you know what? Just save it and I'll come and pick it up instead of taking it to the Goodwill. I don't know if I like that picture now or not. It's not very exciting. Let's take that out of the way. Well, the corners are rounded and I cut them round, but they're not very not real noticeable. Okay. And then, let's see, let me punch a hole in there. think it was crocodile size. I'll probably put an eyelet in there too. So anyway, she said she had a lot of things, and she had a big old box of lace and doilies and all kinds of junk. So I said, well, just put it to the side and I'm going to come over and pick it up for you. She was thrilled. That way she didn't have to take it to the anywhere. Okay, so let's see. What do we want? I was thinking of putting something in the center here. That would show through. I was thinking like a little charm, but I mean, I don't, whoops. Let me see what I have in my circle box. Oops. More stuff and more stuff. Thought maybe there might be something. That's a pretty flower. And that actually goes with the purples that we've been putting in here. So let's see, how does that fit in here? So should we put it on this, or should we put it on this circle on here? Now let me get this circle cut out. It's always, I wish they'd come up with a new way to do these punches. So I don't think it'll look that good there. So I could put I was thinking about putting some acetate inside here, but remember, it seems like we made something where this would move back and forth. I don't remember what that was. Maybe it was in my card making days. Okay, so do I want to cover this before I do this? I don't. I'm not thinking very well. I was thinking about doing this tape gel, you know, where you put it on the tape. I don't think it would look good here, because if I do it here, let me see here. Just doesn't look that great. I think it'd look better if I do it this way. Okay, let's see what we can come up with. I had to start this because I just didn't know what I was going to do anyway. All right, let me... So we need something to cover this up, and then I will do the taping, and I'll tape it on the front, and then we'll tape it to the back, and then we'll cover it again back there. So let's see, what would be good? That's kind of cool. You see that purple stamp? That vintage was probably blue originally. I don't know if I want to cut this up. This is looks like 1941. I definitely want that writing up there. Okay, let's see. We want to get... Oh, I don't know what would be up there. Okay, that would be behind it. Or that would be the front. Okay. I'd like to get as much of that purple on there as I can. See that? We're not going to see that purple. I don't see a way I can actually get much closer. Okay, let's put glue on here. This whole page won't be a loss because I'm going to try to lift it up to the light so I can kind of see where I want to go with it. To get that wording right across the top. Right. Wording is, I can't move it now. Oh, it's a little better, I think. looks more crooked than I had it first. Come on, move over a little bit. There. Okay. I was thinking maybe I should fold this over, and that way it'd have a nice edge. Yeah, I better not, because it might be too bulky at the corners, where if it was just a plain square one, I could do it. Okay, and I'll just save this, and that'll be a good, it'll be good for collage. Okay. I'm gonna ink it so I can get an idea how it looks to me. Sometimes the inking makes a difference. Okay. So now we're going to cut this out. Cutting little pie shapes here so I can glue them back. Because I can't get a hole punch in there the right distance. I'm just going to use this little glue stick. This is all going to get down. I'm surprised it has like that triangle look. Why is that? I don't think I got it tight enough against the edge of the circle when I put it back. So weird. Doesn't look so bad on this side. I'm trying to think, what can I use to I mean, it's so close, but yet it just, love that, like unround spot. Okay, let me get this out of the way for a minute. Okay, let's put a little ink. All right. I can't turn that. Okay, so I could put a brad in here, and that way these would turn, but I kind of want to use this cord. I like the color of that. Okay, so here's our little flower. Okay, so if I put the tape, put this upside down on a piece of tape, I want this to be the front, but I want to stick it to the back of the thing. So if I put it on this side, if that's wrong, I'm in trouble. Okay. I think the flowers got turned around. Get it off. Nope. Okay. It's fine. Well, darn it, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I can't believe I did that. I can believe it. I'm always doing this backwards. I glue it on the front. That's probably going to look crummy. I think that's the only one I have of that circle. Of that flower. Just checking to see if I have. There's that one I was looking for, white one, the other day. Okay, I think this will work. Okay, so you're all sitting here saying, turn it over, do this, do that, and I'm still not getting it. Okay, so let me pull out a piece of tape. I don't think I need a big piece. So that is going to sit to the back of this. So this needs to go, yeah, that's what I did wrong. This needs to be face up. On the sticky side. And this gets lined up. Oh my gosh. That was not easy to do. How cute. The little stars. Oh gosh, I swear. This is ridiculous. I can't get close enough because I can't, there we go, to get my fingers from touching the dang tape. Yeah, I'm not too happy with this, you guys, at all. Because I wanted the tape to be over this part too. See if I can get it off one more time. If it weren't for me doing these videos, I would have probably by now chucked it and started over. Now that's shiny. I can get this. Yeah. Okay. I'm never going to get this little journal made, this little booklet or whatever that we're trying to make. Okay, so yeah, that's just not, well, not everything works. Not everything goes as planned. It does if you pre-plan, but I didn't. I'll put a little bit of this on there and make it a little older looking. Now behind here, I need to put something to cover this mess. I don't even think it needs to be. It's got a picture on it. I was going to say it doesn't need to be writing paper. But this is writing. Probably already been an hour. I don't even know what the temperature is outside, but my air conditioner is running. Yeah, a little bit of writing space on the back here. What happened? It didn't glue down. Nope. Didn't like that tape. Okay. Oops. All right, so if you're still with me, that would be great. Okay. So I'm gonna put this. This probably needs to have some glue on the end or it's going to unravel. a little bit slippery, this thread. I don't know what this came off of, but it just showed up. So it looks like it's old. Okay. That's that wallpaper you get at Dollar Tree. Okay, so now we have this little tag here. It doesn't really move out of the way, but that's okay. And I wanted to show you this new little thing I saw. I saw this on, okay, her name is Sarah. I can't remember the full name, channel name. I think it's actually Sarah Lee Armstrong. I could be wrong. Okay, so you can put these little things to put around like cords that are hanging up. I mean, you can add them anywhere you'd like. It has this little hole, but if you don't want that, then you just bend it back. But the little hole I thought was cute if I wanted to put a charm from it. And I don't know if I have anything. I'm not sure if I could dangle that. Let me just check to see if I have a little charm. Little tiny heart. I feel like I'm going to have a, well, I know I do. I have to have a ring, which is not my favorite thing to do. Let me grab a box over here with rings. Hopefully there's one that's the right size. Get this box open. I just need a baby one. And I am so bad at this. Okay, there's got to be an opening. I think that's it right there. I have this little thing that I don't know where it is. It's a little, it's like a ring, and it opens these up perfectly. Might have to get another. Boy, these are strong. They must be solid brass. Okay, let's see. I could put this one on this side. I'm sorry, things I can't. You should just be able to go through there and there. Gosh, that was hard to do. See if I can get this heart on there. This work is just tedious. Okay, don't fall out. Gotta find where that goes back together again. I know you're supposed to use 2 pairs of pliers. Okay. And so this goes on here, depending on where you want it. Last time I just kind of bent those. Oh, you know what? These are too big. Oh, shoot. Really, this is too big for this. But, I'll do it anyway. I'm not going to redo all this for that. But anyway, you just crimp this side. Kind of get it the way you want. And then you're going to crimp the other side in. And then pinch it down. Okay, and that holds that cord tight. Just like that. I bought this whole little set just so I could do that. It's my second one I did. But, I mean, it's useful, I think, and it gives it that extra little touch. Otherwise, you know, that you wouldn't have. So I think that's kind of cool. All right, how much time do I have? Oh, 54 minutes, I'm almost out. Okay, where's our little book? It's not supposed to take an hour to make a piece of ephemera like that. Okay, so I'm thinking I could just stick it in a pocket like this. I could go all the way in with it, but okay, that's what I'm going to use. Unless something else comes along to put in this pocket. Paper was sticking up and catching on to the tag. Let's see, I don't think we need to have it all the way to the bottom, so let me do it about right here. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that, but it was fine a minute ago. Okay, good enough. Anyway, so we got a little double tag out of our clothing tags, just for something a little different. So I think it's kind of fun. And this one here is not all, you know, decorated, but it doesn't really need to be. And this could have been much nicer around the edges. Didn't quite get it rounded good enough, but it's okay. It's part of the practice it takes to do things. So all right, guys, so that's it for this week, and we'll just keep going on this as we can. I probably, hopefully, can add another cover another page, because we have this one to cover and this one. So if I get those covered, then we just have a couple more decorations to do, or a couple more pieces of ephemera go in here. And that looks so cute with the purple. Yep, everything's purple now. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. It helps my channel, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.